Good evening and welcome to Mach 30's Ground Sphere IPT Sprint 3 review. Every 6 weeks, the integrated product team working on Ground Sphere at Mach 30 completes a sprint and then publicly reviews their progress. This evening, I am joined by IPT members Brian. Say hi, Brian.
Hello, everyone.
Ray. Say hi, Ray.
Good evening.
And Chris.
Hi, everybody.
Chris will be acting as Scrum Master tonight, so he will be running the rest of the Hangout. And, of course, I am Jay Simmons, Mach 30 founder and president, and I am a stakeholder and sometimes team member. So, Chris, take it away.
So we had a lot of things that we wanted to get done for the sprint. Some of them, for the purposes of the review, were rolling up. They were items that were kind of grouped as part of a larger whole, and I'll get into that a little bit more later. The first item for review is a video of Ground Sphere. This was used for the exhibit at Apogee 3, and Jay Simmons was the primary point of contact on that. So, Jay, do you want to give us a quick little rundown of how it went?
Absolutely. For starters, we are, as a team, claiming done on this. As you mentioned, the video was there for Apogee. It's up on our YouTube channel, and Greg Moran, Mach 30 Vice President and co-stakeholder with me, reviewed it during the sprint and approved it before we took it to Apogee. So I believe we've dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's with respect to that video.
Yep, sounds good to me.
So I will claim that done in our minutes and accept it. All right.
So the next thing was we wanted to produce some stickers for the Ground Sphere exhibit that basically just had the Ground Sphere logo on them. And Brian was our primary POC on that one. Brian, why don't you give us the quick rundown?
Of course, yes. So we took the image, which was so awesomely designed by Ray, and formatted it to a sticker sized 4 by 5 inches, and then used a service to print those stickers, which did arrive and were spread out, I believe, to folks who were interested in having one. And we do still have some left over, I believe, as well.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a bunch left over. We also gave a handful to a lot of the exhibitors, and some of those exhibitors were also presenters. I think people liked them.
Yep. I'm traveling this week, or I would go to my pile of Apogee materials and flash one on the video. Chris, do you happen to have? All right, the ultimate evidence of claiming done, the physical artifact.
That's right. Awesome.
So I think I would be hard pressed to do anything but accept the claim of done, as I just saw it.
Okay, the next thing on the list, there were a bunch of tasks related to this, and this is what I was mentioning earlier. We kind of rolled everything up for the purposes of the review. This was preparing the actual display and the rest of the exhibit materials. So this included things like authoring the materials, printing them out, doing the layout, the setup, all sorts of things like that. I am claiming done on this one. We had the event and everything was there. Jay, I'm assuming you accept.
I do, and in fact, I have to say that the display turned out wonderful. I really was impressed at how closely it matched plan. I know plan evolved over time, but it was very nice to see all the sub PBIs get marked off and addressed in a correct order, and to see the result match plan so much. In fact, I really want to get the pictures taken of the display after it was assembled and put them next to the plan picture and look at just how closely they lined up. But yes, absolutely, it was a wonderful display. It generated a lot of interest. There were a lot of people I know stopping and talking to you at Apogee, so full on win.
I wish Aaron was there so he could have fielded some of the more technical questions.
Yeah. I wish Aaron was there for a lot of reasons. We'll hopefully time Apogee next year so that he can attend it.
Next on the docket, our last Apogee-related item was a presentation for Apogee. This was another task that Jay took on. Jay, take it away.
It was definitely one of those 11th hour things with all the other Apogee prep, but we absolutely had a presentation before the morning of Apogee, and I gave said presentation. Chris, my take on it was well received. We got a number of people commenting that they endorsed what I was soliciting, which was the idea of Ground Sphere in every school. So I am claiming done. And I'm really sorry we don't have a video of it to share.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't take a video of all of Apogee. Maybe with some extra planning next year, we'll be able to do like a Periscope or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work on some integrations for things like that.
Sorry, what was that, Brian?
We'll work on some integrations for things like that for future Apogees, online streaming options, things along those lines.
So the last item on the list for tonight, this was the last piece of work that we tried to take on for the sprint. And this was pulling together a history page of the history of Ground Sphere Part 3. This was a actually pretty crucial piece of the puzzle. A lot of the material for the exhibit probably wouldn't have come together as well as it did if we didn't have this one done. This was primarily done by Jay and Aaron, and since Aaron isn't here, Jay, I'll turn it over to you once more.
All right. The short answer is I'm claiming done. The page is, I was actually pretty happy with how much material Aaron and I were able to pull together. Aaron did a lot of validation, and I did a lot of combing through old minutes and banging out copy. And that validation was really important because there were a lot of those pieces that happened a while ago, so it was good to get another set of eyeballs on that. Greg saw this at an earlier meeting and approved it, so I am comfortable representing him in accepting that doneness. And like you said, without it, we wouldn't have been able to produce the display, so that's another justification for accepting the doneness.
So that's it in terms of items to review. Jay, did you have any closing remarks?
I just want to say that as far as I can tell, we hit all of our PBIs this sprint. And considering that we had a shortened sprint and had people also spread thin doing Apogee prep that was not related to the IPT, I am really impressed as a stakeholder and board member at what the IPT accomplished in the last 5 or 6 weeks or so. So thank you all for pulling that together. I think that was an integral part of the Apogee displays, and I really appreciate it. And I know how hard that you guys worked. And I think that's it.
Great work, everyone.
On that note, I will sign us off at Astra Persivitatem and all that, and we will see you all at the end of the next sprint. Have a good night.
Thanks.